So in the previous class, we have discussed about integration. Okay, we have defined what do we mean by integration. Integration is nothing the reverse process of differentiation. That means it is a process of finding the function itself when its derivative is. No, so integration mainly can be classified into two parts, the indefinite part and the definite part. The indefinite part is the process of finding the antiderivative, and the definite part is finding the total size like the area, the volume, and others, right? Now, let's see the integral of some important functions. Integration of some important functions. The integral of some important functions like the constant function, like the power function, and others. The first one is a constant function. Recall this. The set of all antiderivatives of the given function small f of x, what you call it, is the indefinite integral. This you should never forget, man. The indefinite integral of small f of x dx, which is capital F of x plus c, provided that the derivative of this capital F of x is small f of x. Man, the derivative of this capital F of x is what? Small f of x. Now, so let's find the derivative, the integral of some important functions. The first one is a constant function. Consider this function. F of x is equal to, say, kx plus c. This k is constant. Consider this function. The function capital F of x is equal to kx plus c, where this k and c are coming from the set of real numbers. They are constants. We have considered a function capital F of x is equal to small k times x plus c, where x is a variable. Now, let's find the derivative of this function. The derivative of this function is the derivative of this kx plus c derivative. The derivative for constant, you know that in the case of, in the discussion of derivative, constant doesn't affect the derivative. So constant now total variable derivative. So this will be k and the derivative of x is what? 1, no? Plus derivative of c is what? 0. So k times 1 is k. So the derivative of capital F of x, small kx plus z derivative k again. This is what you call it is small f of x. K is the derivative of the function kx plus c. So kx plus c is the antiderivative of what? K. That means, look here, k is a derivative. K is a derivative of capital F of x, which is kx plus c, and this kx plus c is the antiderivative. The antiderivative of what? K. Selezi, what is our conclusion? Now the conclusion, look. So the antiderivative of any constant k is k plus c normal. So the conclusion is good. The antiderivative of any constant k is given by kx plus c. Therefore, now look the conclusion. So the indefinite integral of any constant k dx. The antiderivative of any constant k is kx plus c. So what's the conclusion? The conclusion is that the indefinite integral of kx plus c for any k is given by kx plus c, where k is an element of real number and c is an arbitrary constant. So the indefinite integral of any constant function kx is given by kx plus c. Let me say for example, what is the indefinite integral of, say, 1 dx? Simply the integral of dx. So which is what? 1 times x plus c. Kx plus c. 1 times x is x, so x plus. Our conclusion, look, the integral of dx is what? X plus c, 1x. So any variable is the integral of, dz bilachu, so which is a plus c. The integral of dw bilachu, which is w plus c ነው። the integral of say for example dm ቢላችሁ which is m plus c ነው ማለት for any constant 1 ማለት and the integral of say 5 dx is what which is 5x plus c. what is the integral of negative 10 dx ቢላችሁ which is negative 10x plus c ነው ማለት ቫሪየብሉ ሊቀያየር ይችላል። ለምሳሌ አሁን the integral of say for example 20 dz ቢላችሁ አሁን ይሆናል ማለት ነው 20z plus c ይሆናል። 20z plus c. the integral of say 5dw ካለ 5w plus okay say for example the integral of 5dw ካላችሁ 5w plus c ነው ማለት the integral of say for example negative 1 over 2 d say dy ካለ which is negative 1 over 2y plus c እንደየ ቫሪየብል እዚህ ጋር እንደተሰጣችሁ ቫሪየብል ነው የምትጽፉት። therefore so the integral of say radical to dx ካለ which is radical to x plus c ነው። አሁን እናንተ find the integral of 99 dx, find the integral of say negative 200 dy, find the integral of say for example 1 over 3 dz, right? እነዚህ በሙሉ ስሩ። so the integral of the conclusion look the integral of any constant k dx is kx plus c ነው። the integral of any constant k dx is kx plus c ነው ማለት the next one is the integral of say power function. look the second one consider this capital f of x is equal to say x the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus say c. this is a capital f of x, right? now let's find the derivative of this function. capital f of x derivative means the derivative of this one x the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 of course plus c derivative. now look remember the derivative of power function. the derivative of power function is given by n times x the power of n minus 1. so the derivative of this here constant ነው ባለው አሁን n plus 1 constant ነው ከታች so 1 over n plus 1 ሆኖ ይወጣል ማለት ነው። okay now ምን ቀረ ማለት so the derivative of x the power of n plus 1 ይሄ ይቀራል ማለት plus the derivative of c ይሆናል ማለት ይሄ derivative ለሁለቱ ቢሆናል that is the addition rule. okay so this is which is 1 over n plus 1 times what about the derivative of x the power of n plus 1? this is a power rule. አሁን ይሄ power rule ነው የምንጠቀመው so the derivative of x the power of n plus 1 times what x the power of n plus 1 minus 1 እናደርጋለን based on that power rule formula. the derivative of any constant is what 0 ሆነ ማለት so how ምን አገኘን this is 1 over x the power of n into n plus አሁን n plus 1 ምን ይጣፋል በn plus 1 ይጣፋል okay ምን ቀረ ማለት ነው so that will be x the power of n 1 minus 1 is there also n ነው which is x the power of አሁን ልብ አድርጉ ምንድነው ያደረግነው ይሄንን ፈንክሽን ወስደን x the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c ወስደን ደሪቬት ስናደርገው ምን አገኘን x the power of n አገኘን so the derivative of this one is x the power of n and the antiderivative of x the power of n is this one how many ማለት ነው so which is the antiderivative of x the power of n is ምን አገኘን ማለት ነው which is x the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus what c አገኘን ማለት so what's the conclusion? the conclusion is here. so the indefinite integral of power function x the power of n dx is what ምን ማለት ነው በላ the indefinite integral of x the power of n dx ማለት ደሪቬት ሲደረግ x the power of n የሚሰጥ ፈንክሽን ማለት ደሪቬት ስናደርገው ደግሞ ይሄ የሚሰጠን ፈንክሽን ማለት ነው x the power of n plus 1 plus so which is x the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus so this is the indefinite integral of what power function. this is the integral of what the indefinite integral of what power function the indefinite integral so the indefinite integral of x the power of n dx is x the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c ነው አሁን ይሄ እንደ ፎርሙላ ምን ማድረግ አለባችሁ መያዝ አለባችሁ so ምን አገኘን ማለት ነው the indefinite integral of any power function dx is which is x the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus of course c this is working for all real number except for n is different from -1. -1 ብቻ ነው ማይሰራው. This formula is not working for. So let's do examples. So it is working for all. The first one, say for example, find the following integrals. Find the following integrals. Find the following integrals. Okay. So the first one, say for example, the integral of x dx. The integral of x dx. What is our exponent? Our exponent is 1, the value of a. So by the formula, this is a to the power of 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 plus what? C. So which is x squared over 2 plus c. This is a plus c. መረሳት የለበትም ብያለሁ. all antiderivatives ማለት ስለሆነ ማለት. Okay. The second one. What is the integral of x squared dx? So አሁን ኃይለ ቁጥራችን 2 ነው. So this is x squared plus 1 over 2 plus 1 plus what? C. So which is x the power of 2 plus 1 is 3 over 2 plus 1 is 3 plus what? C. The third one, say for example, what is the integral of x the power of 10 dx? Okay? So that will be x the power of 10 plus 1 over 10 plus 1 plus what? C. So that will be x the power of 11 over 11 plus what? C. Plus C. The fourth one, say for example, what is the integral of, say for example, radical of x dx? ስለዚህ ለፍራክሽን ይሰራል፣ ለኔጌቲቭ ይሰራል፣ ለሁሉም ይሰራል except for -1. So that is the integral of x the power of 1 over 2 dx ማለት ነው. Radical of x ማለት x the power of 1 over 2 ማለት. So that will be x the power of 1 over 2 plus 1 over 1 over 2 plus 1 plus what? C. So that will be 1 over 2 plus 1 is, I think it is 3 over 2. እንደዚህ ተቃቀን ድምሮች አሁን ሁለተኛ ሲደመር አንድ ሁለተኛ ሲቀነስ አንድ የመሳሰሉት እናንተ ደግማችሁ ስሩ እኔ ሊሳሳት ስለምችል. So this is x the power of 1 over 2 plus 1 is, I think, 3 over 2 over 3 over 2 plus c. So ይሄ ይገለበጣል. 3 over 2 ነበር ምን ይሆናል? That will be 2 over 3 x the power of 3 over 2 plus c. Okay? አሁን እናንተ አምስተኛ እሺ radical start ማን ነው? ኔጌቲቭ the integral of, say, x the power of -10 dx. ሰጣችሁ the integral of x the power of -10 plus ማን ነው? dx. So that will be x the power of -10 plus 1 over -10 plus 1 plus ምን ይሆናል? c. So that will be x the power of -10 plus 9 is negative 9 over -10 which is -9 plus c. እናንተ አሁን እነዚህ ስሩ. right? What is the integral? cube root of x dx. Okay? ሰባተኛ the integral of fifth root of x dx. እሺ ስምንተኛ say the integral of x the power of -6 dx. Okay? ዘጠነኛ the integral of, say for example, x the power of 1 over 3 dx. እነዚህ በሙሉ እናንተ ስሩ. Okay? ስለዚህ in general the integral of any power function x the power of n dx is x the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c ነው ማለት. ይሄ በቃል መያዝ መቻል አለበት. Now let's see some properties of integral. Some properties of course. Properties of the indefinite integral. So properties of the indefinite integral. The first one, this indefinite integral is not affected by any constant. That means the integral of k times f of x dx is the same as k times the integral of what? F of x dx. So constant doesn't affect the integration. So the integral of any constant k times f of x dx is the same as k times the integral of f of x dx. ለምሳሌ አሁን say for example the integral of 5 times x the power of 10 dx ብትጠየቁ 5 times the integral of x the power of 10 dx ይሆናል. So which is 5 times, what is the integral of x the power of 10? Which is x the power of 10 plus 1 over 10 plus 1 plus c ይሆናል. So which is 5, 10 plus 1 is of course 11, x the power of 11 plus c ይሆናል. So the integral of k times f of x dx is k times the integral of f of x dx. Constant doesn't affect the given integral. The second one is the integral of, say, f of x plus g of x. the integral of f of x plus g of integral of f of x plus g of x dx is given by, which is the integral of f of x dx plus the integral of g of x dx ማለት ስለዚህ የሁለት ፈንክሽኖች f of x እና g of x ደምራችሁ ኢንተግሬት አድርጉ ማለት በሌላ አነጋገር የእያንዳንዱን ኢንተግሬሽን ፈልገን መደመር አንድ ነው ውጤቱ ማለት ፈንክሽኖቹን ደምረን ኢንተግሬት ማድረግና እያንዳንዱን ፈንክሽን ኢንተግሬት አድርገን ከዛ በኋላ መደመር the same. This is also working for subtraction also. The integral of f of x minus g of x dx is the same as the integral of f of x minus the integral of g of x d of x. So these are the three basic properties of indefinite integral. The integral of k f of x dx is k times f of x dx. The integral of f of x plus g of x is the same as the integral of f of x plus the integral of g of x. And the integral of f of x minus g of x, the integral of f of x minus the integral of g of x. So let's do examples. Let's do examples from your textbook, the exercises given on this topic. The first one is, say, for example, the integral of 3x squared minus 2x plus 5 ለምሳሌ dx በዚህ ይሰጣችኋል። So አሁን ልባሉ ስንት ፈንክሽኖች ናቸው? 3 1 2 3 እዚህ ጋር ሰብትራክሽን እዚህ ጋር አዲሽን ልባሉ እዚህ ጋር ደግሞ ኮንስታንት ፈንክሽን አለ እዚህ ጋር ደግሞ k times f of x k times ሁሉንም አንድ ላይ ነው የምትጠቀመው። So that will be መጀመሪያ ዲስትሪቢዩት እናደርገዋለን ኢንተግራል over that 3x squared minus 2x and plus 5. So this will be the integral of 3x squared dx minus the integral of 2x dx plus the integral of what? 5 dx. ስለዚህ ለሁሉ ይሄ ኢንተግራል ሳይን ለ3x squared ለኔጌቲቭ 2x እና ለ5 ምን አደረግን? ዲስትሪቢዩት አደረግን ማለት So that will be አሁን ልባርጉ እዚህ ጋር the integral of 3x squared ነው የሚለው ኮንስታንት ነው። ስለዚህ ኮንስታንት ምን ይሆናል? ወደ ውጭ ይወጣና ምን ይቀራል? x squared ይቀራል ማለት ነው። So that will be 3 times the integral of x squared dx minus እዚህ ጋር ደግሞ ተመልከቱ the integral of 2x ነው 2 ኮንስታንት ነው ወደ ውጭ ይወጣና ምን ይቀራል? x ይቀራል። So 2 times the integral of x dx plus the integral of 5 dx ይሆናል ማለት ነው። So that will be this is 3 the integral of x squared is what? Power rule, which is x the power of 2 plus 1 over what? 2 plus 1 plus, okay, ልብ አድርጉ አሁን እሺ plus c1 እንላለን ለእያንዳንዱ c1 c2 c3 ሰጥና ሁሉንም cዎች ደግሞ አንድ ላይ c እናደርጋቸዋለን because c is a constant of integration. Then minus 2 times the integral of x is what? X squared, yeah, x the power of 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1, okay, plus c2 plus the integral of 5 is what? 5x plus what? c3. So now collect all these together. So 3 times, this is 2 plus 1 is 3, x the power of 3 over 3 of course. Plus, here, no, minus 2 times, x the power of 1 plus 1 is 2, x squared of course, over 2. Plus, this is 5x plus, አሁን ልባርጉ እዚህ ጋር c1 አለ. This is c1 plus c2 plus what? c3 ታደርጋላችሁ. So ይሄ 3 በዚህ ይጣፋል. አሁን ምን አገኘን እዚህ ጋር x cubed 2 በዚህ ይጣፋል which is x squared plus 5x. This 5x the derivative of any constant k is kx plus c ብለናል. Okay. Now look እነዚህ cዎች በሙሉ ምን እንላቸዋለን? Let this be c ናቸውና so plus c where this c is where c is c1 plus c2 plus what? c3. Where the c is c1 plus c2 plus c3 because constant plus constant is constant. So the integral will be what? This is the integral of what? The integral of 3x squared minus 2x plus 5 dx is given by x cubed minus x squared plus 5x plus c. Well, the next example is the integral, say for example, x the power of negative 2 minus 4x cubed plus radical x of what? dx. As I told you, these problems are from your textbook, the exercises given there. So that will be, look here, subtraction rule, addition rule, constant rule. So this will be the integral of x the power of negative 2 dx minus the integral of 4x cubed dx plus the integral of radical of x dx. So this will be አሁን እዚህ ጋር ማለት ነው ኔጌቲቭ 2 ነው so that will be x the power of negative 2 plus 1 over negative 2 plus 1 of course plus c1 then አሁን ይሄ ኮንስታንት ነው 4 ይወጣል minus 4 okay then the integral of x cubed is what that is x the power of 3 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 of course plus c2 plus radical x ማለት ምንድነው ብለናል x the power of 1 over 2 ነው ብለናል okay አሁን ይሄ ማለት this is the integral of x the power of 1 over 2 dx እንደማለት okay so that will be negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1 so x the power of negative 1 over negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1 plus c1 of course minus 83 plus 1 is 4 so 4 will be cancelled down by 4 x the power of 4 plus of course c2 plus x the power of 1 over 2 plus dx is what? X the power of 1 over 2 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over 2, which is of course C3, which is C3. So collecting all C's together, that will give you x the power of negative 1 means what? Which is 1 over x. How x the power of 1 over x the power of negative 1 means 1 over x, no? Plus, and of course that is minus x the power of 4. This one, x the power of 1 over 2 plus 1 is 3 over 2, okay? So which is plus x the power of 3 over 2, of course 3 over 2 over plus c1 plus c2 plus c3. So that will be 1 over x minus x the power of 4, x 3 over 2 number of 2 over 3 x the power of 3 over 2 plus c. Now where this c is c1 plus c2 plus what? c3. This is integral. This is integral. ስለዚህ ቀስ እያላችሁ እናንተ በወረቀት እኔ አሁን ሂንቱን ነው እየሰጠኋችሁ ያለ እናንተ ቀስ እያላችሁ በወረቀት The next example, of course, the third one is the integral of x squared minus x dx. Okay? So that will be this is the integral of x squared dx. Integral እናደርገዋለን እናሰራጨዋለን minus the integral of x dx. The integral of x squared is what? This is x squared plus 1 over 2 plus 1 minus the integral of x is what? X the power of 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 plus አሁን እዚህ ጋር c1 አለ እዚህ ጋር c2 አሁን c1 c2 ያላችሁ አጽፉ እንኳን በኋላ plus c ታደርጋላችሁ where c is c1 plus c2 ሁለት ከሆኑ ሶስት ከሆኑ c1 plus c2 plus c3 አራት ከሆኑ c1 plus c2 plus c3 plus c4 ያላችሁ plus ያርጋችሁ መጻፍ ትችላላችሁ so that will be this is 2 plus 1 is 3. This is 3, so 1 over 3 x the power of 3 minus, this is 1 plus 1, so 1 over 2 x squared plus c. This is. ስለዚህ አሁን ምንድነው ኮንክሉድ እናደርገው አንደኛ what we have discussed is that look first one is the integral of any power function x the power of n is x the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. ሁለተኛ the integral of any constant dx is kx plus c. Don't forget. And ሶስተኛው ደግሞ properties of these integrals. The integral of k times f is k times the integral of f, and the integral of f plus g or f minus g is the same as the integral of f plus or minus the integral of g. እነዚህን በቃል ያዙ፣ ብዙ ኤክሰርሳይዝ ስሩ፣ ፕራክቲስ አድርጉ፣ ኤንድ ሪቪው ፕሮብሌም ብለን ደግሞ ሌሎች ጥያቄዎች እንሰራለን። Good.